Hello my friends, Mr. Jacoby here. I'd like to tell you a story entitled The Little Girl Who Wasn't. It's a story as such because you see I lived in the house. Yes, it's a house from hell for 4 years. From age 11 to almost 16. There was constantly something happening, doors flying open and shut, voices, footsteps. Nothing ever stayed where you put it. And I was alone there a lot because my parents both worked and I was constantly terrified. One of the most gut level disturbing things though was the little girl in my bathroom. Every time I walked past my bathroom door, which was constantly because it was just outside my bedroom, I saw a little girl with blonde curled hair and a rose coloured dress. She just stood there, staring, looking like a photograph. I started keeping the door closed so I could walk by without seeing her, but she was always there when I opened it. Once I stepped in past her, I couldn't see her anymore, but I could feel her there. She scared me, but I felt really sorry for her because she was trapped there just like me, probably forever. As the years went by and things in the house continued to get worse, she started seeming darker. I started feeling like she wasn't really a little girl. I knew there was something ugly in the house and I felt like I was presenting this sympathetic image. When I started thinking I was completely losing my mind. One day when I was 14, I had a friend from out of town come stay with me for a week. I hadn't told her anything whatsoever about the house because I didn't think she would come if I did. Right after she got there, we were sitting in my room and she left to go to the bathroom. About a minute later she walked back in with a puzzled look on her face and said, "So, there's a little girl in your bathroom, Yes, she hangs out there. Blonde hair, curls, pink dress." "Yeah, but you know that's not really a little girl, don't you?" I almost threw up. I was so relieved and terrified and excited at the same time, but ready to run out of the house screaming. She wouldn't use my bathroom for the rest of the week and I started using it as little as possible without upsetting my parents who didn't believe me. Eventually we moved out and I could not have been happier. I distanced myself from it mentally as much as I could. Then, when I was 18, I took another friend on a road trip to pack up a few things I'd left in the house. You see, my parents hadn't managed to sell the house and it would be 5 more years until they did. The minute we got onto the property, my friend seemed uncomfortable. When we came around the bend in the long steep drive, he went completely white. I could tell something was wrong, but he insisted he was okay. So we got to work. After a while, he asked to use the bathroom and I directed him to mine. Not 20 seconds after he left, he came running back in, gasping for breath, and slammed the bedroom door behind him. He started babbling about a little blonde girl who isn't really a little girl. All of a sudden he went dead still, looked at me in the eye and very solemnly said, "She's not happy with you. You left and you weren't supposed to." We threw whatever we could grab in 2 trip bags, threw them in the car after I walked him to another bathroom and waited outside the door and got out of that house as top speed. And I've never been back.